Alright, so we just passed the forest section after using the big seal, joined the forest hunters, which by the way, I guess if you noticed, I've been simply just jumping from covenant to covenant. I believe the penalty is in this game is that if you do that, you lose your offerings, your levels in the covenant, because certain covenants, most of them anyway, have like little ranks attached to them, so you can like get stronger in that covenant, I guess. Not really stronger, but you have more prestige, I guess. And usually, gameplay wise, you get some cool items, related to that covenant. But yeah, join the forest hunters and everything. But, and then there's like a weird cat that told us not to go and seek out Artorias, because we need to seek Artorias, or at least his grave, to learn how to survive the abyss, which we learned that we need to do from the guy in New Londo, basically. You can also, I believe, you can actually go from here to another, like from another location, actually. I remember that you don't actually need the seal, the one you buy from Andre. Actually, you can actually go from the other side, I believe, starting from where we saw Havel's warrior, we got Havel's ring and everything. You can actually go backwards and come here the other way, which I didn't really do. I didn't think about it at the time, but I guess you can do that as well if you want to save souls. Here's some stone armor, by the way, which I believe is representing the stone sentinels that we always fought in the forest before. The one of the big swords and shields, and they do the spell that makes you slow, as I mentioned. Any lore about them? This is Stone Knight, Defender of Dark Root Garden, is a product of ancient magic. Very heavy. Not something I would be wearing. Alright, so we go this way. I guess to talk a little bit more about the Forest Covenant. You can equip the Cat Covenant ring, by the way, and it's like an automatic summon. It's not very, as far as I know, it seems like not very reliable, But the idea is that you get automatically summoned into the forest to do PvP and everything. These human tongue has lived since the early age of fire. Alvina was a trusted friend of Knight Artorias and the Great Wolf Seal. So that's how she's related to Artorias. And something about a wolf? I don't know if we learned anything about a wolf before. Oh, I got the wolf ring. And Artorias, I guess, is related to wolves. Maybe he has a wolf friend, As it turns out, he's a furry. Or maybe not. Yeah. And speaking of invasions, actually, I said before how, like, the level range is like 10 levels, up and down. But actually, it's... the formula, I believe, is actually a little bit more complicated. Actually, it's not just 10 levels. It's actually also... also means killing these random mushroom people. I guess I don't have to. They're just walking around, actually. I give souls, though, so... Murder. They're just mushrooms, right? They're just mushrooms. Who cares? Yeah, the level range for co-op is also taking into account, I think, 10% of your level, as well as invasions. Invasions is like, it's like 10% of your level going down compared to the host, and also infinite range upwards, as I said before. Which, by the way, I think is different in the remastered version. I only just checked recently, actually, on Wikidot, which, by the way, I feel like there's 3 Dark Souls wikis that are available on the internet. There's like Dark Souls wiki fandom, and there's like Dark Souls wikia, I think. Those tend to be the big 2. But there's the one that's very underrated, I think, is the Dark Souls Wikidot. I don't know. Wikidot, I feel like, is the better one, in my opinion. It's just more organized and less like fluff. But I know one of the other ones is just the UI just looks a bit too cluttered, It's like a bunch of like just random stuff popping on your screen all the time. I prefer Wikidot. Wikidot's much cleaner. That's all I'm saying. I swear I remember these mushrooms actually fighting back. Oh, maybe it's because I have the Forest Hunter. Oh, maybe that's why. Normally, I swear these mushroom people actually attack you, But I think it's because of the Forest Hunter, maybe? Because I think that's why I have the Forest Hunter Or I'm in the Forest Hunter Covenant, so maybe that's why they're non-hostile, and I'm just killing them for no reason. It's murdering the younglings. I do at least want to see one more. Yeah, this guy. The bigger ones are infamous for being very scary. They look like, oh, well, they're just gonna punch you, right? Oh, as it turns out, these guys, if they touch you with their fists, you're going down really easily. They might even one-shot you. They're literally like one-punch mushrooms. They're really tough. You don't want to get touched by that, and I don't think you can parry them either, as far as I know. I don't want to try because that's how you die. Can you backstab these guys? I don't remember you can. Kind of like track you so well. Oh, get out of here. Random mushroom child walking around. Yeah, these guys, you know, again, they don't look all that scary by themselves. They just like slowly punch you, but if they touch you, you're kind of dead. It's kind of like, it reminds me kind of like Tomberries, actually, in Final Fantasy. You know, those guys that seem like innocuous, but then they touch you and then you just instantly die. Kind of like that. There's a chest here, so that's why I guess I'm killing these guys. Guarding the chest. I'm just like a robber, really. I'm just like robbing these people. Do you even consider these mushrooms as people? I don't know. Is there like a Dark Souls Geneva convention anywhere? Lordran Geneva convention? Probably not. So I can kill as many people as I want. Ah! Oh, that's half my health. There you go. That does pretty good damage. That's why you don't want to get murdered by these guys. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned before. You know how I got the Leo ring from Ornstein? I don't know if I mentioned like what it does, but it's interesting because that ring increases counter damage basically. So anytime you do a thrust attack with any weapon, so it doesn't have to be a spear or anything. It could be even this sword. When you do like a thrusting attack, there's a potential to do counter damage, which means you attack them while they're attacking too, or like they're during their attack frames, and you do extra damage when you do that. And it's called counter damage. And what the Leo ring does, the one you got from Ornstein, is that it increases that counter damage. So you could like, you know, you could get some really good damage if you time it right in PvE, but also in particular PvP. So I imagine it's kind of hard to set up though. I feel like, unless you're like spamming maybe, but. Missed. I'll just kill you. We also got the Enchanted Ember, by the way. This is for, I believe, for magic. Yeah, Enchanted Ember, form of sorcery, is a vestige of the lost land of Ulasel. I think it's the first time we heard of Ulasel, I guess. It's a different, and again, like another faraway land, it seems like the Kingdom of Baldur or whatever. Ascends +5 magic weapon to enchanted weapon. The sorcerer's enchanted weapon that inflicts magic damage is boosted by intelligence. So it's just another way to boost your weapon if you have an intelligence build. But as far as I know, in Dark Souls, at least the original Dark Souls, the one I'm playing right now, it's not really worth it for the most part. It's actually better just to use spells to buff your weapon rather than, you know, change it into like a magic or enchanted weapon. But it's similar to how, like, you know, you can change your weapons to like divine or like lightning or fire and everything like that through the smiths and everything. But I hear that it's not really worth it. You do like less damage technically, which, you know, you wouldn't think it would if you're like a mage character, but yeah, apparently it does for some reason. That's the thing about Dark Souls. There's like small little things that are just quite unbalanced is the thing. Like I love how there's a lot of weapon variety. There's a lot of like different things you can do in a playthrough that can completely change your experience in terms of like gameplay. But there are definitely things that are kind of unbalanced. So you can't literally do everything, you know, it's like you can like really just kind of screw up your character if you, for example, turn all your weapons into raw or something. I don't know. So it's not too bad. If you waste your resources, what you need to do is like do some extra grinding. What you really need to do. Cat creatures over there. I don't know if I want to be there. I'm just exploring the area a little bit. I think we're gonna go towards the cats later, but first, there is a boss we want to fight. The whole reason why we came here in the first place is to seek out Torius. Apparently he's dead, as we've learned from the cat. And she said, "Oh, don't go looking, you know, for Torius. Keep out. You darn, like, grave robbers," basically. I think that's what the press said, right? A lot of people come here and they die. Probably from the forest hunters. And probably, well, after going through here. In the waterfall. Looking around. A nice little moon there. You know, Lordran, the time is convoluted in Lordran. Sometimes they're in nighttime, sometimes they're in daytime. It depends on the area you're in, I guess. There's the walls again. Castle walls. Alright, there's a big door here. It's kind of fancy, actually. We only like, when you go into like a boss wall, usually there's not like a big fancy door waiting for you. This one there is. Can you open it up? Go in, what happens? Hello? Anyone here? Hello? Someone's dead over here. No, that obviously indicates that, you know, something's gonna happen. 'Cause otherwise, how would they have died here? Big mistake. They jumped accidentally, which I do sometimes too. When you're running and you accidentally press the dodge button, you'll jump instead of rolling, which actually gives you less invisibility frames. You want to roll normally, not jump. Something you gotta be careful. And something you can change in the other Soul series, I believe. But on this one, the only way to jump is to press the dodge while you're sprinting up. I was gonna mention the sword, but I guess we'll look at it here. It's a cutscene though. Cool sword. Alright. It's it's a great wolf sif. Wah! And probably, ironically, I mean, I don't think it's the hardest boss in the game compared to Ornstein Smell, but it's actually one of the bosses, for me, I feel like, that I have the most trouble with, despite how easy it is for everyone else. I don't know. It seems to me everyone else has an easy time fighting Sith. For some reason, I have a hard time fighting Sith. I don't know. Like, compared to everyone else. I mean, I've been having trouble with a lot of the bosses in this game, because I'm a little rusty, I guess. But for some reason, I always have trouble fighting Sif as well, because he's a freaking dog, and I'm really bad at predicting his movements as like a dog. Like, if it's that's the biggest thing. Humanoid bosses, not too bad. Am I fighting like a humanoid boss? That reminds me of Capra Demon, actually. You know? In Capra Demon, the dogs gave me trouble, not Capra Demon himself. Capra Demon himself is easy. He's just like humanoid. I can predict what he does just by looking at him, for the most part. He has like 2 hands, 2 legs, you know? When he raises up his arms, I know he's going to attack. Sif, not so much, right? Kind of like 4-legged creature. I just can't tell. You look at his head, maybe? I don't know. Like, I really have a hard time telling when like a weird, not weird, but like, you know, like a beast is like doing anything. Are they attacking? Are they moving around? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I know what a human would do with their arms, but like a dog with a sword in his mouth, like, it's hard to predict what they're trying to do. I think the general strategy though is to kind of go under him for the most part. Ah, she didn't need to heal. Oh well. Yeah, I did it on instinct because I thought I was in danger. Hit you. Ow. Ow. Yeah, Great Wolf Sif. Seems like he's protecting his master's grave. You know, he's been around for a long time. It reminds me actually of an episode in Futurama. Of like how the dog is still attached to his owner despite a long time. And you assume that's not Sif's sword, but that's Artorius' sword, right? Because he's a knight and everything. Hold on, let me heal. Ow. God. I always get hit by that. I'm gonna die in the next hit unless I dodge and heal. Stop off. He always does that too, he jumps back. That's annoying. Come on. Ah. Well, stop jumping around. I'm just gonna hit you. I'm gonna stab you right in the belly. He just attack. I don't know. He just attack. It feels like he attacks so fast, but I'm just missing the wind up. You know how again how humanoid they wind up their arm by raising their hand, but I for some reason I just can't tell when this dog attacks because it's moving its head, but then it seems like he's attacking really fast to me, faster than every other boss we fought so far. You know, most enemies in the game anyway. Don't attack this fast, but probably if you can tell when it's actually winding up his attack, maybe it's a lot easier. Especially when it just dashes towards you. I can't tell if they're just dashing or just attacking. Are they dashing or attacking right now? I can't tell. Whatever. Just attack. Miss. Okay. Now that attack not too bad. They're just aiming it towards you. There's the wind up. Look at that. Why? How you predict that? I don't know. But the one though, he just runs up to you and then slashes as fast as he can. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It is kind of sad when you think about it. I'm not gonna be sad because I'm gonna die this dog, but it's sad when you think about it. He's still here after all this time, tending over Artorias' grave and everything, and you're just here robbing the place. What an asshole. Oh well, I need that ring. Oh, you're so sad now. Look at that. I think he's like whimpering now. Look at his legs bouncing. Oh. Can't leave though. I have no choice. I can't do this peacefully. There's no persuasion check or anything. You must kill. Ugh. Get the ring and get his soul. Let's look at the soul first, I guess. Soul Sif. The soul Sif, the great gray wolf, who guards the grave of Artorias the Abyssal. Yeah, not a lot of lore in the boss souls, just a little bit, I guess. Because all of them just say, oh, then use the soul to create a special weapon, or just crush it for souls, I guess. What's the other one? It's a ring. Yeah, it's a ring. The special ring you needed to complete the game. Use it to traverse the abyss. This ring symbolizes Knight Artorias' covenant with the beasts of the abyss. It's where, like Artorias himself, can traverse it. Wow. Apparently he can traverse the abyss. We don't even know what the abyss is. You assume it's darkness, Here's his grave. A lot of flowers here. There's also someone here, apparently. A lot of the corpses we find around the world, you wonder how canon they are. It'd just be like a way to give players items, when you loot them on the ground. Not necessarily anything important, but some of them are important. For example, if you do this one, it's a hornet ring. What's a hornet ring? I wonder. I think I mentioned it before, but it's the ring that changes your riposte animation and your backstab animation and boosts your critical attacks. But also the lore behind it is that it's one of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Wind. The hornet ring belonged to the Lord Blades Siren. Kirin? I don't know how to say her name. Siren. By boosting critical attacks is where they can annihilate foes, as Siren's daggers laid waste to Lord Gwyn's enemies. So there's another Knight of Lord Gwyn. Apparently, they use daggers, I guess. And, apparently, maybe they died next to Artorias' grave. Maybe they're important to Artorias? I don't know. Also a bunch of swords here, by the way. That's kind of cool. You wonder why here's a bunch of swords. I don't really know, to be honest. But like maybe a theory is like Artorias is like a great warrior. You know, he's a great knight, and everybody loved him, maybe. And so, like, you see other graves here as well. So maybe the idea is that this is like a warrior's grave. You know, a bunch of people related to him chose to also be laid to rest here, similar to the one in the Hornet Ring. You know, and also put their weapons next to their grave to show that they are like a warrior. They died a warrior's death. Similar to Artorias, he had like his big sword that Sif had. I know these big swords. I don't know if these belong to him as well. He just has a lot of swords, I guess. And there you go. Interesting scene. Interesting little like thing. Reminds me of Unlimited Blade Works, to be honest. And most of the models, I believe, are weapons you can actually get in the game. Long swords, rapiers, falchions. Yeah, short swords. Most of these weapons you can actually get. And they're just like, you know, mundane weapons for the most part. You know, bottom here. I guess they were just normal warriors, as far as I know. Or it could be like, I don't know, like I'm thinking maybe it could be a more sinister than that. Maybe it's like people who tried to attack the Artorias' like pet and then died, and then they got laid to rest there. I don't know. Seems like it's before that though, because the swords seem very rusted. Anyway, we defeated the boss. Hopefully Alvina isn't angry. As far as I know, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think she doesn't know, you know? As long as you don't tell him, or tell her that. Just keep it a secret, and you wouldn't be able to tell a difference, right? Let's see, let's have a lot of souls. Let's go back real quick. To like a bonfire. There's no bonfire next to Sif. You can go to the right, I believe. I wanted to go through the cats, but I only have one Estus. So, and also I have lost souls. I might as well use those souls. And I believe the Forest Hunter Covenants, like when you win an invasion, I guess when the host dies, you do get some stuff. I don't know if I said that already. Sometimes you get rubbish. Literally, you know, you literally get garbage. But also sometimes you get upgrade materials, like Titanite shards, large Titanite shards, Titanite chunks. You know, it's useful as well. Let's see. Speaking of that, though, I'm thinking like instead of leveling, actually, I want to use it to increase my thing. Can I like travel back here? I don't remember if I can fast travel back to Darkroot Garden. Whatever. It's like it's right here, though. Yeah, it's not too far away. It's very close to where Andre is, so if I need to walk back, that's okay. I want to like upgrade my armor as soon as possible because I have lost souls and everything. I want to see if I can use those souls. Maybe buy more large Titanite shards. Andre doesn't.
I know what you're thinking.
Wait, hold on.
But I'm.
We restart the dialogue.
Well, hello again.
Damn it. Restart the dialogue.
Well, hello.
Damn it.
You need.
I wanted to because he said I didn't know he had new dialogue actually, but it's I guess he's talking about the ember that we just got, but apparently, you know, it's the one that
Well, you need it.
it's not the one that
Sands Fortress is an old proving.
it's not the one that he can use.
Gods.
Basically, what
It's
he's
the
saying.
only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools can't even find their way into that
I've
fort.
already been there, Andre.
But they won't stop trying. Take that bumbling Saranya.
Yeah, you know about Onion Guy? I didn't know you knew that. Actually, I don't remember a lot of dialogue from Andre. I don't talk to him a lot. I just go here to smith weapons. Okay, let's see. Let's reinforce armor. Let's reinforce this one. Okay, need Titanite chunks. Oh, okay, I need Titanite chunks. Okay, that's good. I thought I needed more large Titanite shards. Because that's all we can do for now.
Neither of us.
Because I want to keep the, Can I get that dialogue again?
Well,
Damn it.
again.
I want to get that dialogue again. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I already said, you know, it needs to be said, and you just use it. He just says that, oh, it's a weird ember. I don't know how to use it. Talk to someone else, you know? I thought, you know, you wouldn't have dialogue about him. That's why I skipped the initial line, and I was like, well, actually, let me restart the dialogue, but I couldn't. Anyway. Okay, it seems like you can't teleport to Darkroot. Oh, that's fine. But I still have a lot of souls though. I wonder what I can use them for. Good materials. I can't buy Titanite chunks. As far as I know, you cannot actually buy Titanite chunks in this game, so it's actually hard to get Titanite. You have to grind them, basically. Sure, whatever. I'll just upgrade. Maybe a bit more dexterity, maybe a bit more endurance. There you go. Level 59. I'm just wondering if I want to do any PvP later. If I want to do PvP, I want to keep my level a little bit down, but whatever, it's fine. Alright. So let's go over here. Let's go back. Kinda sucks, can't fast travel. I know in the other, I keep comparing it to the Soul series. In the other Soul series, I believe it's starting from Dark Souls 2, actually, the sequel. You can actually teleport to any bonfire you want. It's great. This one, not so much. You don't get to do that. You're not allowed to do that. You only teleport to certain bonfires. So it's a bit of a walk sometimes. Even if you do have fast travel. That's fine. I mean, it's not. Wait, let me see. Run over here. I mean, the benefit, I guess, from running around all over the place, at the very least, at least for certain paths, eventually, you just kind of know where to go. Let's see, is there anything in here, by the way? I know this is a spot that people like to use, by the way, over here to farm souls, I think. Like, you stay, like, near the staircase and you push the people off, you know, the guys that attack you in the forest, if you're not in the Forest Hunter Covenant. I don't really remember anything else you can get around here. What's this? Huh? What's this? Any humanities? Oh, it's the guy. Okay, I didn't get this stuff before. I guess I missed it. I forgot about that. That's where oh yeah, I remember now. That's where you get Ferris's hat. And of course the Black Bow of Ferris. Which is just some dude, I believe. It's just like some dude that like is a good bowman. I guess we'll look at it. But the pure Black Bow of the heroic archer of Ferris. With longer range. Yep, that's pretty much it. And his hat. It's actually pretty cool, actually. I often like to wear it, but on the female character, I mean, it's alright. Looks like a fedora, but on the male character, it actually looks a bit cooler because the tip is longer, you know? I guess can wear it. You know, it's like usually in Dark Souls, I feel like a lot of players, including me, like to keep their character's face open, you know, even though it's like wrinkly and everything when you're non-hollow, but you know, you like to often keep your character's face open and you don't want to cover it with like a helmet, you know, because you want to be fancy. You want to make your character stand out. It's like that anime trope, or like not even anime, but like Hollywood in general, I guess, or any kind of like show or fictional thing, I guess. A lot of the time when there's like a medieval fantasy setting, or even just a medieval just a medieval setting, normally, without any magic, often you see characters wearing like full plate armor, but then they don't wear any helmets, you know? Which defeats the purpose, because in real life, obviously you want to wear the helmet to protect you from attacks and even like stray arrows that might like hit you in the face. I don't know. It's there for a reason. But of course, ironically, when you want to make your character more unique, you do not cover them with the helmet, because then you don't know what they look like. You do that. It makes them look generic when you do that. I guess drop over here. I don't remember the exact path. I don't go here this way very often, but I guess over here. Yeah, ironically, by trying to make your character look unique, you do the thing where everyone does, and it's to make them not wear a helmet, you know? It's not cool. It's not cool to wear helmets. Even though you should. Safety first, kids. Always wear helmets. And you're like riding a bike or something. Ow. Okay, these are cats, by the way. I assume... Are they... I can't remember if they're non-respawning. Or maybe I just don't fight them a lot. Also, I'm gonna die. They're sonic cats. Ah, damn it. I couldn't roll out of the way. I didn't want to fight two at a time. That's probably a bad idea. They're like sonic cats. They roll around. They're actually pretty tough. You don't fight... I mean, I don't fight them a lot. It's a very, like, non-trodden path. Also, damn it, I gotta go all the way over here. I forgot to rest the bonfire. It's a longer walk again. Well. Let's just get back to where we were. I'm here. Anything to say, by the way?
Did you notice that one? Sharp eyes? He is one of the clan from the east, like myself. Always slinking in the shadows. But he is a tough one. You'll see what I mean.
What do you mean, see what you mean? Unless I attack him, I don't think he ever attacks me, necessarily. I guess that's some dialogue about the ninja. Which, by the way, while I'm, I guess, going back to where I was, Shiva of the East is actually pretty interesting because he has a lot of cut content, actually. There was something about how... where you get, like, a katana and everything. I forget which one it was. I believe it's called the Chaos Blade, which I think you use Quelaag's soul on like a katana that's reinforced up to a certain point. You can modify it and turn it into a Chaos Blade. It's an interesting weapon. It's actually pretty good. Does good damage. Souls. Also, the cat monsters are. I hear them. I hear them in the distance. I don't know if I need to collect my souls. Where's my souls? Drop down. Alright. But if you get the Chaos Blade, apparently there was a quest that involved him where he would get jealous and try to get it from you. You know? And then he would attack you and everything, but that was cut content, so it was never really implemented. I don't want to fight two at a time, that's the problem. They're like dogs. They're the same enemies as dogs, except they also roll, like Sonic. Jump over here, please? I don't know. Oh, they stop attacking me? Okay, I guess over here is a safe zone, maybe? Can't drop down. I don't know how to drop down. Here. I guess just go back up, or... Apparently they leave me alone over here in this area. I don't know if there's any significance there. Oh. Hello? Okay. Oh, this is your range, apparently. I'm just gonna attack you here. This is a bit cheesy. Oh! I say that as I get hit. Because apparently they don't want to get close over there. I wonder if they can, like, fall off. Actually. Is there a bridge here? Oh, there's a bridge. Oh, actually, this is where I need to go, actually. This is actually where I wanted to go. There's a ladder here. You can actually go here in another direction, as I mentioned before. You don't have to use the Crest of Artorias. You can actually reach over here, and it's a different area. Don't kill those cats, though. These cats also, by the way, kind of remind you of Avlina. I don't know the significance, but it seems like maybe they're the same species. They're not very nice, though. They seem feral and just willing to murder you. But they do have the same, like, wide mouths and everything. Quite a lot bigger, though, than Avlina. Avlina seems to be smaller. I don't know how she would feel about me killing her cousins. But I guess, you know, they just seem like wild animals to me. And the Chaos Blade, by the way, I don't know if I already said it, but the Chaos Blade is pretty cool because it's like a katana. It's really strong, and also it has this thing where every time you use it, you lose HP, I guess. Which sounds like a big detriment, but, you know, in late game, you have a lot of HP anyway, and you only lose like a little bit every time you attack with the Chaos Blade. And it only does damage to you if you hit with it. So you can just swing it wildly into the wall and it wouldn't do anything. So it's not like a big trade-off to do damage to yourself with the Chaos Blade. The only thing you need to be aware of is if you have like literally 1 HP, you know, and then you attack with it, you'll probably die. That's the thing. And I believe a lot of quests and themes, you know, of Dark Souls, I guess is intended, is basically ripped off from Demon Souls, you know, which is, you know, just from FromSoftware's previous game, really. It was not really ripping off, it's just, I guess, reusing the same storylines. But that content involving Shiva of the East, I believe, is similar to another NPC in Demon Souls, where another, like, you know, character gets jealous that you have the Chaos Blade or something, and then they want it, you know, and then they try to kill you for it and everything. So that's similar. I guess the idea is that Shiva is, it's like a weapon collector, you know, he's like obsessed with collecting weapons and everything. So that's why he wants it. I'm trying to remember. There's actually a few cut things. It's nothing too important. I remember actually, just like really randomly, I remember there's some dialogue involving the merchant in Sense Fortress. You know, speaking of cut content, I believe I don't know, it was kind of implied more than anything else. I don't think there's anything in the script that like would mention this, but basically, the merchant in Sense Fortress would eventually go hollow, which is, I guess, not really possible, or rather, not really good for the player, because, you know, you want to actually keep him around for large Titanite shards, I guess, unless you kill him, but apparently he was supposed to go hollow, just like a lot of NPCs in this game, actually. Once they finish their dialogue, or you, like, exhausted all their, like, inventory, you know, usually, then they kind of go, like, well, I'm crazy now, you know, 'cause I have nothing to do in this your world. So I guess I'll go insane. And I believe in Sense Fortress, the merchant, he has dialogue of him, like, you know, eventually going insane as well. I believe he starts counting, you know, it's like 1, 2 or something, or maybe like he starts adding math. I don't remember what the exact dialogue was, but like he starts counting to himself to make himself stay sane, but he just goes hollow and then presumably starts attacking. But of course, again, it's not really good for the player, because if that happens, then you can't buy any more Titanite shards. You know? So I guess you can buy it from other places. But I guess, you know, to keep the game balanced and not completely screw over the player, you want to keep that merchant open just in case you, for example, accidentally kill like the giant smith or whatever. Which I imagine could be a thing. I don't know if anyone's done it, but you can accidentally kill the giant smith. Maybe if you're like completely new to Dark Souls and you've been fighting these giants before and you think it's an enemy, so you kill him, right? That could be a thing. These guys, they're just slowly whittling me down. I hate it. Stop it. I have no more souls, or no more like Estus rather. All I'm trying to figure out is like what's over here, because we saw the Hydra by the way, down there. I didn't say, but you saw the Hydra. That's actually close to where Havel is, the basement tower. I want to go here real quick because I don't remember going here before. Like where is this again? I don't know. I can grab this though. Eastern stuff. Oh yeah, this is like basically Shiva's armor. I guess this is where you get it. I thought you had to kill him or something, but actually this is where you get it. Made in Eastern land, exquisitely crafted, this helm offers excellent defense, particularly versus slash attacks, main threats in the battles in the east. Which is sort of true, I guess, in real life, if you attack with katanas, you know, but, well, I mean, in real life, actually, if you're fighting an army, not so much slashing attacks, it's actually mostly spears, I'm thinking. Not a lot of poking, you know? I know in, like, I guess, medieval Japanese warfare. Actually, oh, this is back to, okay. Huh. I didn't know you could go that way. Wait, so, well, hold on. So over here's the bonfire. If I go straight and to the left, is it? I can reach, Hydra? I didn't know you could do that. Huh. This is... I guess I never really mapped out the forest in my head. I guess you can do that. Like around over here? I didn't know you could do that. No, now I wonder, maybe... Because I'm thinking I do need the crest, though. Because you get the you get the crest for... Not only to open the door, but also probably to open Sif's door. Maybe. Is what I assume. I'm lost. What? Because I just got back where I was. Yeah, over here is the entrance to the bonfire. How did I get here? Maybe on the right side, was it? I thought it was the left. Maybe it's the right. This is a big forest. I never really got in my head where everything is. Now there's the castles. Castle Town, probably Undead Burg and everything. See in the distance over there. I don't know if it's exactly the same place, but it seems like the same place. Okay, that's the item I just got. So it's over here on the right side. I didn't know that actually. I always just went directly to Alvina. Every time I played this game, I always went directly to Alvina, or either through the back way to Hydra, but usually I never go through the Hydra first. I always go through the second. So I didn't know you could go this way, and or maybe I forgot. But over here, I see another bridge over there, but where do I go? That way. I don't get down. I mean, I can drop down, I guess, but okay. So you go over here. Under the log. Okay, it's over here. Huh. Hard to tell, because, you know, I feel like the biggest thing about the forest is it's all green. Is the thing. It's all green and everything, and, like, it looks all the same to me. Instead of being unique, so it's just a wide open area with a bunch of trees. It's hard to tell where everything is. But I guess you can go down this way. Attack. Go away. Here item, even though I don't really need it. Poison and bleed is not really all that important at this point. Here's a Hydra, by the way. Look at that Hydra. You can fight it. Weird. I guess if I stop looking at it, the animation frames just lower. The level of detail goes down. I wonder if you can kill it from here. Maybe you have a bow or something. Too far away though, it seems. Go down here. So we're gonna go this way now. Down this bridge. Over here. Don't fall off into the water because my character can't swim. I guess we go directly to the Hydra, which is, I mean, I don't know, let's try, I guess. It's doable, but... Actually, let me, hold on, I need to put my... Because I'm gonna need my iron ring, actually. It turns out, when you're near the water, the character slows down unless you have the iron ring. The thing about this, but the thing about this Hydra, by the way, it's kind of hard to get close, because... Ow. If you get close, you can just fall into the water. Well, at least they hit the golems as well, though. I'll get rid of these golems first, because they're gonna be in the way. Hit that tree, good. Ah, another one! Ah, get away, get away! Come on, you Hydra, shoot the golems, not me. Good. Yes. Alright. Now let's see. Can you stop shooting things? That'd be great. Because, they do stop shooting things when you get close enough. I'll make sure I don't fall off, though. If you get... The thing is, there's actually an edge here in the water you need to be careful of. I guess you can see a little bit, but if you fall off, you die. Alright, what you do? You do that. Cut off its heads. Just like Hercules, you know? Remember Hercules? Disney's Hercules or whatever. Well, I only remember from Kingdom Hearts, but you basically cut off the Hydra's heads. Don't shoot things at me. It's a little weird sometimes though, because the Hydra kind of moves around a little bit. You can get to like a point where they are out of range because they keep moving back too much or something, and then they do an attack that you can't punish anymore. Not that hard, but you know. What? Okay, I need to heal. You shoot things again. Less projectiles though, because I've killed all the heads. I guess you can also use a ranged weapon, by the way. If you're like a ranged user, which I'm not. Get rid of you. Go away. They do a melee attack. They always do the same one, by the way. So it gets progressively easier the more heads you cut off. No matter what, they always do the same attack. Or melee anyway. So the boss, I say boss, it's kind of like a boss, more like a mini boss, I guess. It's a weird one, because again, you can't attack it directly with like melee attacks unless they do the attack first. Good for you. Come on, come down here. Where do you go? You go that way. Ah, okay, that's kind of hard to aim towards. Gonna have to like maybe make them turn around a little bit. I thought that was hard to hit it. Have to predict their... Okay, that's too far away. Come back this way. Come on. Turn around. I really don't want to fall. Look at that. That's so close to the edge. Oh my god. There you go. And it's defeated. Bleh. And I think that's the end of that. You don't actually get to fight it again. Once you kill it, it's gone from the area, so no more annoying water projectiles when you go through this way. You get a dragon scale. I guess it's a dragon? I don't know. I don't know if that counts as a dragon, like a sea dragon maybe. Or maybe like, you know, maybe not exactly a dragon, but like maybe a descendant from the dragons, but because all true dragons have already been killed since the beginning of the game, ever since the Age of Fire, you know. You also get the Dust Crown Ring. Any more about that? I don't know. I forget what it does. I think it's magic. Here we go, magic. It grants extra sorcery castings, but halves HP. Oh, that's a big consequence. This magic crown-shaped ring was granted to Princess Dusk of Ulasil upon her birth. Another reference to Ulasil. Allows to cast additional sorceries, but costs 1/2 HP. I don't know about that. It turns you really into a glass cannon, I guess. Here's knight armor, by the way. So that's probably one of the starter equipment they could have gotten as well. Actually, can I wear knight stuff now? Without fat rolling? I'm still fat rolling. Never mind. Oh wow. Or not dingy. What was it? I think it was the pyromancy one. Knight stuff does look cool. I like the helmet. You know? I actually do like the helmet. Because it shows a little bit of your face, but it's still like, you know, still looks like a knight. Because I know the Elite Knight just closes it, you know? Which is fine. Again, it's kind of like the thing where I mentioned before. It's alright, but I want to show my face. You gotta do the anime thing where you show your face. Despite how bad it is for real protection. With fat roll though, so I only wear a hat. I'll just wear a hat. Alright. Well, here's a weird thing you can do, by the way. I don't know how you'd be able to tell to go here, but I mean, maybe through just, you know, looking at the water, you can tell that actually over here is kind of shallow. You can still walk over here, And maybe the, I don't know, maybe the idea is that you fight the Hydra over here instead of the shore. I always fight them at the shore, but maybe you can fight them over here, because there is a big space over here. Of course, you see the edge right there. It's hard to see because of the reflection, but it's a really, really deep drop just over here, so you don't want to accidentally slip off. But you can walk over here, it seems. And I don't know if I can do anything here yet. I don't think so, actually. But you can go here. It's like, not much here. So yeah, not much here now. We'll come back to this place later. We'll come back. Because as far as I know, I think I just don't have the item that I need. Because there is something that happens here, but not yet. So alright, let's just continue onwards. We defeated the Sith, we got the Abyss Ring, we murdered a giant Hydra, you know, in the middle of the forest. Where else can we go? I don't know. I mean, we're just gonna, I guess, walk back. This seems like to connect back to Undead Bird, you know? Also go back up to where Andre is. We just need to find a bonfire, really. I guess. There's a big branch. That bird. So yeah, this just goes back to the basement tower where Havel was, or at least Havel's dude, you know, some kind of Havel dude. All connects together. And again, you can go here early and just go to where Sif is early as well. I'm here. Bring this back up. And so the plan is to go back to, because we already talked to the guy, the guy in the red robes. We got the key to the seal, so we can unseal the gates to Nolondo now. Let's do that. There's no bonfires in Nolondo, so it's gonna be a bit of a walk still. We have the shortcut though. I don't remember how you use the shortcut. I think you jump, right? Well, if I die, let me just put that elevator back up, so I get back there up easier. I get back down rather easier. Is there like oh, I already got it. I was gonna say there's an item there behind the stairs, but I already got that. Actually, while we're here, we have the enchanted ember, right? I mentioned before. Andre said like, oh, it's a weird ember. I accidentally skipped the dialogue, but I think you give it to this guy, right? Because he's like the mage smith. He's like a mage guy. You see his like armor and everything, so he seems more like a mage.
Hey, hang on. Is that a sorcery ember? Oh, I've never seen one like that. Not even back in Vinheim. What a brilliant flame. Please, friend, let me have that, I am begging you. I am a craftsman of Vinheim. I'd go hollow before I pass on a flame like that.
Nah. Sorry.
Fine. I won't bother you. It was wonderful, if only to gaze upon. It takes me back to old times.
Okay.
Old Big Hat. Of course I've heard.
I didn't know he had dialogue about Big Hat.
Who hasn't in Vinheim? He was a royal member of Dragon School until he turned undead. I hear he was quite the character. Only that was 100 years ago. What interest have you in the old eccentric now?
Well, I found him in a cage in, you know, Sen's Fortress.
Come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
Alright, let me just give him the ember. Even though I'm not going to even use his services.
Please, I'm a...
You know, might as well just give it to him. Hey, I was just kidding. You can have it.
Oh, really? You are wonderful. I will forge a wicked masterpiece just for you. A weapon to make a legend out of it.
Your voice kind of echoes everywhere.
Sorcery? Don't ask me how it actually works. We only fiddle and forge until it works itself in. That's how we do it in Vinheim. We prefer to leave the theorizing to those uppity scholars.
So it seems like the
Come
the
back.
city of Vinheim.
Soothe my nerves.
I assume it's a city. Seems to be a place of sorcery, so that's where a bunch of nerdy mages come from. Just like Big Hat Logan and this guy, and the other dude that we saved in Lower Undeadburg. So again, a lot of references to different places beyond Lordran, I guess, in Dark Souls. Yeah, they often do that. I guess that flavor, you know, the characters and the ideas that everyone is converging to this place from all around the world. And of course, you know, the idea is that it's not so great, you know, outside of Lordran. Everyone seems to have turned undead and everyone, you know, is dying and at least going hollow and everything. So the reason why everyone's came here is to, in some ways, try to figure out what's going on, you know, maybe fix it. Who knows? Though it seems like our character, however, was simply a prisoner. We were just sent to the asylum because we were undead. I guess maybe initially they tried to contain the outbreak, you know, of zombies, I guess. But then, you know, it didn't go so well. Also, okay, fine, I'll use that. I was trying to save my thing. Oh, stop attacking me! Stop it! Wah. Wah. Where am I? I went the wrong way. Let me just put that. And now I can actually fight the ghosts. I did the jump. I remember doing that shortcut. I remember when I did it. As I did it. Punch these ghosts. Punch, 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 punch. I don't want to use my sword because it's not a very good place to use my sword. I'll just fall off if I use my sword. How do I get up? Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay. I missed the ladder. This is the ladder we kicked down before. There you go. And it should be pretty easy to get back to where we were and activate the seal. I think. An item there, huh? I remember, yeah, that guy. See, you see that guy over there? I didn't notice. You could just look up and you see him right there. Huh. I remember I just see that item. I don't know how you get it. Did I get that item again? I don't really remember. Ow. Stop it. I'm just trying to look at that old man. You know, he's just standing there. I believe, yeah, you can also make this jump as a shortcut. I don't want to risk it. I'm just gonna go a long way. No way. Did it drop something, or not? Well, I have plenty of Estus because of Firelink Shrine. I kindled that to maximum in Firelink Shrine. I kindled the bonfire to maximum. Ah, missed. These ghosts are annoying. I don't know. They're just around, floating. There's no easy way to kill them without you getting hit as well, I feel like. Just tanking the hits. Go away. What? You can shoot things? I didn't know you could do that. Actually. I always kill you before you do that, so... What? Did I... Oh, I'm gonna equip my Wolfman again. That doesn't matter too much, but, you know, allows me to not get interrupted while I'm attacking. That's the biggest thing. Poise is quite important in this game. Come on, just go away. So many ghosts. Alright. And one of you dropped an item. What is it? Transient Curse? Okay. That's good. There's some economy, I guess, when fighting these ghosts. At least they drop the one item that allows you to fight them in the first place. So, ideally, you don't run out. At least not too quickly. I just want to go here real quick, because I saw an item there. It's just souls. It's alright. No way. You're often just hitting the walls, because they come out of the walls, literally. What's over here? It's just back to Down here? No, there's an item here. First bite ring. I see you. Go away. Oh. Grab me. Nyeh. Get punched. Anything else to go around here? No, it's just a curse bite ring, which I believe is just a ring that increases your resistance to curse. Doesn't make you immune though. You can still get cursed, so it's not that useful. Anything around here? Any illusionary walls? I don't remember any illusionary walls, at least over here in New Londo. I do remember one distinct hidden thing, I guess, but we can't get to it yet. Over there, over here. So you can go over here. This should be it. Are we not? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Oh, I guess not this. I thought it was this. Oh no, maybe he's like up here. Maybe you have to go further, actually. Oh, over here. Okay, I got mixed it up. You gotta go over here with the seal. If you remember, you got it from the guy. Inward, or something. Like that. Something like this? Oh, doesn't move. It's just water. You see there? It's just water. Don't drop down. But you can go over here. This is what the key opens. Either seal. See this little lever here. It seems like Dark Souls love these like weird like circular levers for some reason. But you see that gate over here. This is what we're opening. And we can actually go here early, like on the other side early to see what it is, but I guess I could have showed it, but it was basically on the way to Blighttown, you know? When we got out of Blighttown, actually. You can actually go over here and you can see the other side before we open it. You see here, there's a lot of water. What happens when we open it? Well, things are gonna get very wet. A little statue there. Anyway, let's push it.